Hey Flosstube, my name is Allie and this is Allie's Stitches. Welcome back. Today is February 27th, 2022 and this is Flosstube episode number 9. So it's Sunday and we're just having a generally lazy day today. I did get up and go work out this morning, but since we've been home, it's been kind of lazy. My husband's watching golf right now, so I thought this was a good time to come and film because I don't watch golf. We've been kind of busy lately though in general. My husband and I, this is our busy time at work for both of us. So just working longer hours, him more so than me. We've just been kind of working a lot and just, even mentally exhausted from that on a regular basis. So we're still trying to make some time to, go do fun things with some friends. We went out for dinner last night. I got brunch with some friends yesterday morning because we had a friend, college friend of mine that came into town, so that was fun. And so trying to do fun things and definitely still gotten a lot of stitching done, which is good. But it's just that time of year. We're busy with work especially, and it's that middle of winter still. Today's actually a really nice day, but we're still in that thick of winter and no end in sight kind of feeling. So just gotta keep chugging along, right? So I do think this is gonna be a little bit on the shorter side today, hopefully. I just have a few whips to show, one new start, overall just a little bit of progress on a few things, and I'll talk a little bit about some plans that I have coming up here for the next few weeks. But no haul, no big things to discuss, I guess. So hopefully it'll be on the shorter side. So with that, I'll go ahead and dive into the projects that I have. So I'll start with my Modern Folk Embroidery, the Fruits of Plenty. And I'll put a picture here of the final design, even though you've probably seen it 1,000 times. And here is, I guess this is a mini finish in some ways. I got the February block done. So now I have the January and February block. And this is, when I say January and February, because this was technically a SAL in 2021, and I'm working on it now in 2022. So I'm technically part of the still fresh fruit SAL, since not doing it on the original SAL timeline. But got the February one done. As you can see, I'm stitching this with 2 different shades of purple DMC, 550 and 553, I believe. And then I'm using gold Kreinik to just kind of add another dimension kind of throughout the piece. So I thought that bowl and the crown kind of made sense there. And then I'm stitching this on 40 count mallow linen. So that's that project there. So this one actually will probably be going away for a little bit, just with some of the stuff that I have going on. But it's just absolutely gorgeous. And now that I'm not officially part of the SAL, I'm gonna probably take my time with this one because it's huge and it is gorgeous. So, and I do love working on it. Although I do think I need to get some different needles to work on 40 count specifically. And mallow itself is a very thick linen. So I think I just need to get some smaller needles than what I usually do. I actually do have a smaller needle that fits well through here, and that's what I've been using, but it's a very slippery needle. So I think I just need to find the right needle of one that I enjoy, but is also small enough to work with this fabric. So that's my Fruits of Plenty. And I think I've gone back and forth between calling it Fruit of Plenty and the Fruits of Plenty. So I'm pretty sure it's plural, Fruits of Plenty. I don't know why I always mix that one up, but oh well. All right, next project. My next project is my Office Suite Office by Stitchrovia, and I'll put the picture of the final design here and show my progress here. Yeah, so this is, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I restarted this piece. I had started it on the edge of a pretty big piece of fabric. I was trying to maximize my leftover fabric with this piece, and I just discovered that I wasn't gonna be able to do that because of some crooked fabric, and I was just playing with fire on that one. So I restarted it. This is now the cut of fabric that I have dedicated for this piece, and I did a middle start instead. And so yeah, I need to finish frogging out this flower, which will not be fun. But yeah, I got the word sweet done, and then I started on the second of the two office words. So there'll be, office, sweet office, and these two will be pretty, identical that way. And yeah, you saw in the image that there'll be those flowers on the top and the bottom, and then kind of the border around. So yeah, it will be a little bit frustrating to have to restitch that floral part that I need to unpick, but that's okay. At least for now, I'm working on a different part of it, so I'm not too upset about it at the moment. So that's that project. I do want to get that one back out. I haven't worked on it in a while. I think I worked on it right after my last video and then put it away after a few days, and I want to get that one back out. So anyway, all right. So the next whip that I have to show, this is a part of a series called Snow Village by Cottage Needleworks. And this one is Peppermint Parlor. And this is the third one that I am stitching from this series. I have two other ones done already. And maybe after I finish this one, I will do kind of a little bit of an update parade of that. But yeah, here is my progress on that. So I know I've mentioned a couple times ago maybe that these are actually my snow day. This is my snow day series. So anytime it snows, I get this one out. So just this last week, we had a couple days with some snow and some icy roads and things like that. So yeah, I got this out. I think I worked on this for 3 days total. Just kind of between those days and just wanting to make a good amount of progress on it. So yeah, I think I filled in the door. I did these peppermints, finished filling in the top of the shop there, and this whole peppermint parlor part. So yeah, you can see from the design that I still have kind of the stuff on top, the rest of this tree to do, but yeah, getting closer to a finish on that one. So hopefully we have enough snow. Well, I don't know if I really hope for that, but for the sake of this project, hopefully we have another snow day so I can kind of finish this one up, and then maybe the rest of the series will go away until next winter. But yeah, they're kind of fun, and it is kind of a fun way to have something to work on it when it snows. I think maybe when I'm done with this series, though, my snow day project might become like summer themed, just to give me something to look forward to from that perspective. All right, so my next whip that I'll show is my, I keep saying my, but I mean, they are mine. So Madame Chantilly 4th of July. So here is the cover of the chart. And this is one of many tiered trays in like a series that she has. And yeah, this is my progress on it. I just worked on this for a couple days here recently. So I think the last time I showed it, I think I had 4th, maybe of, I can't remember, maybe part of the J. But definitely just in the last couple days, I finished the U and then the L and then the Y. So I have the words done now, and then I just barely got a start on the tray. I was finishing up an episode of the show I was watching, Superstore. It's a fun show. So yeah, I'm working on the tray now, and we'll go from there. I am working on this as part of the Celebrate Chantilly Sal, which is being hosted by Evelyn from Evelyn Across the Pond and Megan from Georgia Girl Stitching. They are doing these trays as well and wanted to start that Sal because yeah, you can work on any of the trays. You can work on multiple trays. You know, this will be a Sal that's going to be going on for a while, I think, with all of these beautiful trays. And just to show the image of this one again, Madame Chantilly just came out with another one that was like Valentine's Day themed. It says love on the bottom, so I can't remember if it's called Celebrate Love or Celebrate Valentine's Day, but she has ones for various holidays, and then all 4 of the seasons have their own tray. Oh, there's something else I was gonna say. Megan from Georgia Girl Stitching, her recommendation with these is to stitch the tray itself, kind of the whole tray itself, and that way when you continue to stitch all the motifs, like that part is just out of the way and you kind of just fill in the motifs and then their little mini finishes along the way. So other than the words at the bottom, because I like to start at the bottom for some reason of patterns, so I got the words out of the way, but other than that, I'll probably be following that and do the tray next and get that all kind of done, and then go back to the motifs. So that'll be my next plan of attack. So I think I'm gonna work on this for tonight, maybe, and tomorrow for the 1st of March, and those next plans start. Because I've been really excited to get onto more of these trays and just kind of get working on them because they are so cute. So that was that project. I just realized I don't think I mentioned any of my fabric and floss for these last few ones. So Office Sweet Office, this fabric is from Black Cauldron Dye Works. I got it at a LNS down in Florida. And the color is Tropical Depression, and I don't think that's really true to color right now on the screen. It's definitely blue, where I think it's maybe showing up more gray. That might be, I don't know if that's why that would be better, but maybe it's a little bit better. It's starting to get washed out. I don't know. Anyway, with the call for DMC for that project. And then my Snow Village, this is like a mix of, here, I can show this right. It's a mix of DMC and, DMC up here and some classic Colorworks there. And this is on a 32 count. The other linen was 32 count. This is 32 count misty blue linen. And then my Celebrate 4th of July is on the 40 count model, the same fabric that my Fruits of Plenty is on. And it's mostly DMC called for, except actually the red that was used for this 4th of July is Classic Colorworks bandana. And there's another Classic Colorworks they're not like the called for colors, but they're kind of a suggested alternative for 2 of the main colors. Instead of doing DMC, you can do kind of the Classic Colorworks suggested alternative. So that's what I'm doing there. All right, so sorry to take that detour. And then the last project I have to show is actually a new start. So with my WIPGO goals, should I mention my Fruits of Plenty, that the February block was one of my WIPGO goals? So yeah, that was one of my February WIPGO goals. So I got that done in the month of February. And then my last video, I showed the first February WIPGO goal, which was was part of the frosted pumpkin stitchery Christmas wreath that I've been working on. So with my 2 WIPGO goal finishes in February, I got to do another new start. So I chose out of my stash the Snowy Chock-full from Hands On Design. And this is, the chock-full series has these kind of jars with, seasonal items. This was a collaboration between Kathy from Hands On Design and Priscilla Blaine from Stitching with the Housewives before they started Stitching with the Housewives, or their kind of chart design business. And yeah, so I have have one of these done already, the Mary chock-full. So I decided that I would get this one started before winter is over here. So yeah, snowy chock-full, and this is the start that I have on it. So several days of work put into this one. Got some of the snowmen almost done. Just have their orange noses, their carrot noses to get in there. And there's 3 snowmen kind of below those 2. So I have some of their hats done, but working my way down that way. So then this one I decided to work top bottom. I don't know why sometimes why I choose to start where I do, but and yeah, this is on 32 count Belfast linen in charcoal, and the called for threads, other than it calls for Gentle Arts chalk as like the white color, and I'm just using DMC Blanc. And then, but all the other colors are Classic Colorworks, and I'm using the called for there. So I think the red is Licorice Red. There's like it's kind of hard to see, but there's like a really light green. It's like the center of this snowflake is that color instead of white. That's like I think it's Frosted Sage. And then I can't remember. I think this is Caribbean Waters, I think, is that kind of more darker teal color. And then I think it's pumpkin something for the noses that I haven't gotten to yet. But anyway, I guess I have it right here, don't I? But I don't have it all the way out of the packaging, so I can't read the whole list. But yeah, so that's the last whip I have to show you, or now whip. It was a new start, but now it's a whip. Yeah, so those are all of the projects that I've worked on in the last few weeks. And yeah, so now I'll talk about some of the plans that I have. So as I've been mentioning, I have been participating in WhipGo for 2022. So the March numbers were called a couple days ago. So the 2 projects that I have called are my Advent Animals from Brooke's books, and then Hello Petal from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So I'll put my WhipGo board here as well, and you'll see that those are the 2 squares that were called for March. So yeah, just to touch on that, I have a printout here that has a design of, so my Advent, the Brooke's books Advent Animals. This is Hattie Hedgehog, and that will be the next one that I have for that goal. So I'll be working on her. And then Hello Petal, I have not started this one at all yet. I feel like it's a good time to get it out, kind of will spring into existence, right? So I'll put the image of the design here, and I'll get this one started as well. And the first goal that I have for this piece is to do the trunk of the tree. So that will be my goal, is to kind of do everything on the bottom and then the trunk itself before I do any of the top part. So those are my 2 WhipGo goals. So I will be hopefully getting those done by the end of March. But before I get too attached to any sort of plan of attack for making sure I get them done, I also want to talk about March Stitchy Madness. So another challenge that I'm going to be participating in for the month of March is March Stitchy Madness. If you're not familiar with March Stitchy Madness, definitely check out the Steel City Stitchers Flosstube and Instagram account. This has been going on for at least last year. I think they even had it in years past too, where you create a bracket of 8 projects, and then using Instagram polls and kind of working on those projects like each for a day, but then using Instagram polls after each set of 2 days, you have other people vote and decide which one moves on in your bracket or in your tournament. So the bracket in the March Madness is kind of a play on the NCAA basketball tournament March Madness. So I'll put here an image of my bracket that I've set up and my projects that I plan to do there. As you can see, these two projects that I just talked about, Hattie Hedgehog and Hello Petal, are on my March Madness bracket here. So I'll at least get 1 day of work on them in the first, 1 day each in the first 8 days of March as I participate in March Stitchy Madness. And then we'll see if people like those projects or not, whether they move on to the next round. And I'll maybe get some more progress on them as the tournament or the March Madness challenge kind of progresses. But then, so the March Stitchy Madness will kind of go through about the 14th or 15th of March, I guess, just with the timeline of the matchups and the brackets. And then you kind of land on a winner. And so at that time, I'll figure out if I need to, focus my attention on those WIPGO goals if I wasn't able to accomplish them during the March Stitchy Madness frame, or yeah, I'll figure out making sure that I get those WIPGO goals done, as well as if I decide that the project that does win the March Stitchy Madness bracket, if I decide that one, if I need to get that fully finished by the end of March, I'll make sure that's kind of in those goals as well. So I haven't decided if that's 100% the case. I think it kind of depends on which project wins, but we'll kind of see how it goes and how nice people are to me if they think that that's truly my goal. So yeah, I'm definitely gearing myself up for a very busy March with these two challenges. I thought to myself, like, okay, how's this gonna work? I want to participate in March Madness, but I do have WIPGO going on, and I don't think they have to not exist together. So I'm gonna keep kind of doing both, keep doing WIPGO and have March Stitchy Madness as well. But this time of year was about the time last year that I kind of had stopped stitching, just because of other things going on, which I explained a few videos ago. And I don't have quite the same things that are gonna come up. I'm not studying for an exam, and we're not gonna be moving into a new house. So I think with, work's gonna be busy, but that's gonna be kind of it. So we are gonna have some busier weekends and things coming up, but hopefully this is just a good motivation to keep me stitching, keep me motivated to stitch, and not, the last thing I want for it to do is overwhelm me and feel like suddenly my hobby is a chore. So I definitely don't want that to happen. So if I start feeling that way, I might kind of drop one or the other, and just decide to kind of do what I want, which is okay. I think at the end of the day, WIPGO, as much as I have these goals and want to get them done by the end of the month, it's not the end of the world if I don't. I kind of recognize, like, okay, I might not meet my goals every month, and that's okay. I just won't get a new start for that month. So we'll just see how it goes, and we'll go from there. So that's all I have. Like I said, this is a shorter video this time around. I don't think I've had to stop at all, and I'm at like less than 24 minutes right now. So once I get this all edited, hopefully it stays short that way. Thanks for watching, and leave a comment below if you like any of the stuff that I've shared, have any questions. It would be great to hear from you. Be sure to check out my Instagram, and especially for March Stitchy Madness, you'll want to be voting on my projects and helping me get the right ones to the end. Which one's the right one? I don't know. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.